stand on the bluff.
How are you, ladies?
Well, we're trying to hang in there. I'm Kyle.
I'm Gino.
We have corresponded a couple of times. That's Loretta Yoder. She's an artist, and we've taken just a little tiny ad out here. So.
Well, look at your beautiful little spot.
Yeah, our beautiful.
What are you gonna do?
This all just happened the week of the 15th of July.
What do you mean this all just happened?
It all just we had a fence, and we had this fence. That's our path to go to the shower.
Oh my goodness.
And you know how soggy it was here in June and parts of May and July 4th. And we got up one morning, and that little chunk where we still had a fence, that fell off. And then Loretta took the dog for a walk and came back, and that chunk fell off. And it's like,
is that it?
Amazing.
And we thought, is this because the bluff is drying?
Day, just like this.
Yeah.
Sunny and dry.
We didn't know if it was because it was drying out or what was going on. So,
what are you going to do? It doesn't look like you can move your house, can you, or no?
Well, that's what we're in process of. By the end of that week, we had site engineers and Toscana, what else?
Yeah.
Oh, contractor. Everybody called. And so we're kind of waiting for figures and see what happens, whether we'll get approved to move it, how far we can move it. But
I mean, and if the bluff continues to erode, how much time do you have left?
And that's what we have to
Are you
decide.
You're weighing the whole?
We're weighing everything.
How long have you guys been here?
10 years. And we actually have a mortgage on this house, so it's like, you know, you talk to the bank, they say talk to insurance, insurance says talk to the bank, and that kind of thing. So, as one of the contractors said, if this falls and you're still responsible for the mortgage, you don't want to be paying a mortgage on vacant land.
Oh, yeah, right.
For years.
For years.
Yeah. So it's pretty scary right now. We don't know what we're going to do.
So obviously, you want folks out there to realize, hey, this is a community. We're part of the community.
We're part of the community, and much as people like to say the so-called rich folks on Baxter, we're not one of them.
You're not one of them, no. There's some people out here that don't, right?
And actually, when we look around, rich folks on Baxter, what about Pocomo? What about the Cliff? And, you know, I mean, what is the Tommy Hilfiger house for $27 million? I mean, come on, you know? There's nobody around here like that.
No,
so.
Exactly.
But, yeah, this is a family community, and it would be a real shame for it to get lost. And I'll tell you, since we've been here, the lighthouse, the traffic that goes up there this year, it's increased, particularly because everybody wants to peer over and look, and we worry actually about some of the folks that peer over too closely. Everybody is up here, mopeds, everything, they're up here.
If they lose the road, boy, then what? Then we got to build another road somewhere else to get to these houses.
We're kind of wondering what the town has in mind for that, because I walked the place down there north of the little garage that fell into the sea. There's a rope across it, and it says something like beware.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
There's a cut coming in, and it's about 23 feet right now to the edge of the road.
I think they're aware of what's going on.
I think they know.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are we all going to do? Because we're here till November or so, and sometimes come back for Christmas, and then in March. And so I don't know if they think everybody leaves or what they're thinking. So we're
concerned not just about infrastructure and utilities, but also emergency services. How do you that has to happen instantly if that road goes. We live up here,
of course.
And there's been emergencies from time to time up at the lighthouse here. So we're kind of wondering. I hope they have a plan for jerry rigging something.
So how do you feel? Let me ask you this though. This is not an inexpensive project.
No.
You know, you already took a mortgage out.
Yeah.
You ready to fund? Is it?
That's what we're weighing right now.
We don't know.
And we're waiting
we don't know. We don't have figures for what it's going to cost either way.
We're waiting for them to come in right now with. We hope to hear in a couple of days here from the site engineer and so forth, and just
not only about moving your house, but I'm talking about
what
bluff.
Oh, what are we going?
You're going to have to contribute to that.
Yes.
And you know what your cost is?
No, not at the moment. I know it's,
and that has to be part of our decision.
And it's more privately funded down there.
Right.
I don't know if we work out some sort of an arrangement, like when the house is sold, that we contribute to that. If in fact there is a house to sell.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's probably what it would come down to.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
folks who don't have that kind of
And,
money.
and
to
it should be fair that way, and we understand that.
Right, right.
And that makes good sense to us. And
I
I
see.
know...
We would certainly do what we can.
Yeah, and they're talking about mitigating. I know it's been tossed around, perhaps mitigating the sand, taking out some sort of a bond and assessing everybody a cost per year, which we're certainly amenable to that too. So there's a lot of ifs up there.
How do you feel about how the reaction is and how some people are just steadfast about not approving something like this?
I can answer
Be
that.
careful.
Well, no, I can answer that. I'm curious because I don't understand personally all the animosity about this and protecting your home and that sort of thing. There's a lot of rancor that's out there. This project has been in the works for 15, 20 years, something like that. And I guess when I look out over here, as I told somebody else, that most of our ancestors came over. And whether it was 16, 17, 1800s or even later, and they didn't know what they were getting into when they jumped on that boat. My folks were here from 1723 on, and that was, you thought, well, okay, we're going here. We've heard maybe from the Mayflower people that it's a rough crossing, but they got on the boat and came, as did even the people through Ellis Island. And I'm a little curious as why all of a sudden we're saying no. I mean, where is that spirit of exploration, adventure, or whatever, informed adventure? And I think what's been happening, I know some people in town are saying, well, the Sconsit Beach people tried this and this and this and this and this, and it didn't work. What makes you think this is going to work? And anything for an informed decision, you try things. It's not going to work the first time. We went to the moon. They didn't just, create a rocket and we went. You did a couple of things first. And that's kind of like, I sort of think this seems to be the best things of the technology available now. The science behind it, the science behind doctors. I mean, she had heart bypass surgery a few years ago.
A few.
Well, 20 years ago, that would have not even, 20 years ago,
Right.
It wasn't there. So I believe God gave us the brains to pursue, to figure out things. Is it a leap of faith? Of course it is. But on the other side, can they say for sure it will not work? So here we are with will not work or will work, and so, let's talk about the proof. We can debate from ad infinitum, but there comes a time like that, the coastal management guy, the coastal resource guy, Clay Backus, who said, and he grew up on Cape Hatteras, and he gave a very interesting talk. He said, at some point, you need to take that leap of faith. Get out of your books. Your books may say you can do thus and thus and thus, but at some point you've got to get out and try it.
First step.
Yep.
And he also said that this is a golden opportunity because a lot of projects of this nature, or any nature for that matter, you have to get the approval and then you look for the funding.
Yeah.
He told the town, there's funding here to start with as the trial. So you don't have to search for this. And chatting with friends of ours, we're from Michigan, and chatting with friends of ours, they say, isn't that kind of a no-brainer if someone is willing to fund it just to see if it works? So,
You asked.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And gosh, what a spot. One of the best spots in the USA, I would say.
I'd
Yes.
say, yeah.
And
Wouldn't you?
actually,
Yeah, it is.
And
Yeah,
on this
it is.
island, one of the, if not the best view, because
Well,
here
Hoyt's
and the
Hollow and the
same
Cliff
thing.
would
Oh my
argue
gosh.
that. They would argue
Maybe.
that, yeah.
Well,
But these aren't the mega mansions along here.
no,
I mean, you
this
can see
this looks like a 70s house.
it is,
It is.
or late
It is.
60s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
basically a cottage.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And we don't have like 5 acres or even 2 acres of land. I mean, we're butted up against each other. We don't have the AC. That's why the curtains are down, because we keep the sun out during the day.
There you go.
If it's hot. So that's our take, basically. I
Well-
mean, I see no reason to not give it a try.
This is too. Boy, what a great place you have here. Wow, look at that. Oh, boy, boy. Gosh.
And for some reason, it seems to be a mystery. We know there's a water connection there,
Yeah.
but nobody knows exactly how these run and the
Bet you
electric
we're gonna
and all
find
that.
out.
Yeah, I bet we're going to find out here
Oh,
soon.
It's been
sure you will.
surveyed,
But that
so we'll
place,
know.
that place up there, look how far that's away from the road, Loretta. I mean, if there's water pipes exposed, what happens?
Oh, sure.
I mean,
Sure, sure.
I don't know.
We got to take everything into consideration, don't we? Yeah,
Yes,
of course
exactly.
we do.
Exactly.
All right,
Obviously,
ladies. Well,
this is-
listen, I'm going to roll on. It was
Okay.
really nice of you
This
to
is
have me out
great.
here. Thank you.
It's nice to be able to show you this and
Yeah.
the view and why we came here. I mean, it's pretty obvious, I think.
It's pretty obvious.
Pretty obvious.
But we came here first because of the history.
came here to this house.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
did long-term rentals for a lot of years here.
Yep, yep.
And we found this place. We just thought, there's no other place like this. You can't build this house on Nantucket anymore.
No.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
oh, you're welcome.
very
You're
welcome.
welcome. Thank you.